Um, so where I left off was saying how my disease is so rare that I guess my mindset became that I really felt hopeless. Um, just so you're aware now, I do or did or do or am seeing the light um, that's getting me out of the darkness. Um, I just found out I have borderline personality disorder. So I'm really trying to understand. I'm in the process of trying to understand what that is, what that does to someone. Um, uh, I've read a little bit about it. It says that you're not very good being in control of your emotions and feelings, and to that extent, I do agree. But yeah, like TSC, and actually, in the last clinic I was in, I was so impressed with this lady because she just said, I am going, I went home. I didn't know what TSD was. I didn't know what tuberous sclerosis was. So I went home and I studied it for 4 hours. I looked it up so I could discuss it with you. And, she said, it's not very fatal. Um, to an extent, she's right. Have people died from it before? Yes. But complications in it. Um, it's very hard to explain my disease. It's very hard. It's complex. There's psychiatric to it, and there's, like I said, this is all from probably my disease, the psychiatric phobia, of being afraid to die in my sleep, but it's also physical. So it's hard because it balances each other out. It really is just hard. Um, but not to give up um, is the key, and work through it and show the disease that it doesn't own you. It doesn't control your life, because it has been controlling mine for the past 3 months, and I'm tired of it. Luckily, I got on the right medicine. Um, 2 medicines I've taken before that have helped in the past, they put me on again, and it really has. I've been sleeping properly. I've been not having such paranoid thoughts. I went to the beach the other day, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do. Also, I have PTSD from having so many concussions, and I think that leads to the phobia of fear of dying in the sleep as well. I'm afraid to have a concussion or have a hemorrhage or an aneurysm. If I move my head to the side just a little bit like this, I'm afraid that it gives me a concussion. And going to the beach, I'm afraid that the waves would be enough pressure to give me a concussion or something like that. Oh, afterwards, I was panicky. I was like, that was too much movement for my body. But I'm glad that while I was there, I was so focused to have fun with my niece and nephew. And I was swimming with them and having fun, and we were laughing. And even though I got freaking, what's it called? Seawater in my nose and in my mouth, and it tasted awful, like salty. I still had fun. Um, but like I said, it's just hard and working through all that. Because I don't want them to see me. And that's why I kind of been avoiding them for 3 months, which is the sad thing as well. I was like, I'm never going to be able to go to another family event again because I'm just going to have to live in the hospital the whole time because I just can't do it. But I'm glad I was able to go have fun. And I am going to start going to family events again and try to stay out of the hospital as much as I can. For my nieces and nephews and for myself, because life is so short and we don't realize it until we're in the positions that I'm in or I was in. Or I can tell you, when you're sitting in the hospital, you're like, oh my god, I want my freedom, I want my bed. I wanted my bed so bad because I just like those beds they have are like mats. Sleeping on a mat or a cot is not comfortable whatsoever. I'm very curious. I've stayed out of the hospital for 3 weeks now, almost 3 weeks now. Have an interview on Saturday to work, which I was afraid because I didn't want to overwhelm myself, but it's just working 2 days the weekend, 8-hour shift, 8-hour to 9-hour shift. So I'm glad that, you know, I'm getting out because right now the hard part is I'm staying home every day. So I'm staying home and walking back and forth, pacing, which is not what they said to do, but you know, I would like to go out, but I have no money to go out. So that's the hardest part, you know, when you have no money, how are you going to distract yourself outside of your house, really? So I'm glad that I will be out of my house for a couple days at least, for a long period of time. And then maybe I can get some money to go do other things. So yeah, I just wanted to share what I've been through. And I don't share this for attention. Some people may think that. I'm fine with them thinking that. My reasons are none of your business, but I do find psychology very interesting. Educating myself very interesting. Educating other people very interesting. And you know, I just don't want people to think that they're alone. I know that out there, and I've just seen it for the past 3 months, people completely breaking down and shutting down and not enjoying their life and crying and just heartbreaking, honestly. Just seeing heartbreaking things to, and they're good people too. Just makes me think that we really need to get a message out that people aren't alone. And no matter what you struggle through, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a friend there for you. I've seen people who don't even know somebody just completely lift them up in a moment, you know? I'm glad of that. I'm super glad of that. And I'm glad that you guys allow me to share my story with you. Thank you so much, and I hope you like, subscribe, and keep watching my channel. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.